Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's nice to have you here again. For my returning subscribers, and if you are new here, it's really nice to have you here. Thanks for watching this video, thanks for stopping by. My name is Tomi Waziri. This is Tomi Inspiration channel. It's really nice to have you. I'm sure you guys are excited about this topic, the title of the video, you know, up there. Anyways guys, I am a blind person. I wasn't blind. I was sighted 3 years ago before I lost my sight, and obviously the title of this video tells you how I became blind. I wear glasses all the time so I don't scare kids away with my eyes. My eyes wasn't like this before. I wish I could show you my old videos of myself, but without wasting much of your time, let's get into the video. And trust me guys, you want to make sure you watch this video to the end. You're not gonna regret it. So this happened 3 years ago. Like I said earlier, I never knew I was gonna be a blind person. I never planned to be a blind person. I never planned to lose my sight in such a horrible way. And you know, just like every day, every other day, I was doing my job as a Bolt driver, the e-hailing driver, this online taxi, you know. And one fateful day, I was going about my business, picked up my rider, and we got into traffic. I mean, I'm gonna drop the story in the description box, and I can also drop it in the comment section. But to cut the long story short, I mean, this the entirety of the story of how I became blind, overcame depression, you know, and everything in between. I'll drop you need to watch that video as well. I'll drop it in the description box. It's my story and how I became blind. But now I'm talking about forgiveness, the power of forgiveness. That's why I'm gonna just fast forward a little bit to the part where this young man shot me in the face, all because he wanted to rob me of a phone of 40,000 naira. To get that in dollars, just divide it by 580 and you get that in dollars. How tragic. I picked up my car keys that very day, September 12th, 2019, not knowing I was going to come back home after months a blind person. A young man, because of a phone, asking me to give him my phone, made me blind. Shot me in the face with a local gun, and that was what damaged my eyeballs. It broke my 2 front teeth. As you can see, I have braces on. I mean, the entirety of my story is in that, you know, link I'm gonna post. It's another video I did for anyone who is curious about my story, and how I was able to overcome depression and suicide, and now I'm being a channel of hope to people. And that's why the title of my YouTube channel is Tomi Inspiration. Now let's get into the business of today. How did I forgive the young man that made me blind? Well, it's hard. I must say, it's very hard. I mean, somebody that made you blind, and I think the question is, how do you forgive somebody that made you blind? Before I go into my story, we have all been through several experiences, different experiences in our life where we are hurt by people that we love or people that we don't know. People hurt us, break our hearts, broken relationship, even people that kill our loved ones. I've heard series of stories of people who came in contact with that person that killed their loved ones, and they still chose to forgive. How beautiful that is. Now, this is not to downplay you if you are listening and you're watching me on this video, and I'm not going to force you to forgive. I'm not going to say, oh, you should forgive, you must forgive. No, it's a process. It was a process for me. It was a serious, deliberate, intentional process for me. So I'm not going to put you on the spot. Are you listening to me? Are you watching this video and you're struggling with unforgiveness? Somebody hurt you, somebody broke your heart, that person did something terrible to you, were you a victim of rape? You are justified to feel hatred to feel anger towards that person. You have every reason to, because I was there. But you see, the beautiful thing about forgiveness and the power of forgiveness is that when you forgive that person that hurt you, you are not doing it for them, but you are doing it for you, you are doing it for your freedom, and you are doing it for your sanity. And I realized this about myself. Now, I felt so much anger towards this young man that made me blind. I'm totally blind. I can't see nothing. I was sighted for 27 years of my life. And guess what, guys? It's all about choosing to forgive in the first place. It's never easy. I was filled with hatred, anger, bitterness towards this young man. No more than 19 years. In fact, the last person I saw was the young man who took away my sight. The last picture I can remember was a gun being pointed at my face and the face of this handsome young man. Isn't it hard? I mean, just try to put yourself in my shoes. Well, it will never fit, you know. Nobody. I don't understand what you are going through. I don't understand the pain. I don't know how it feels for you. How it feels somebody that raped you or you. I don't know what you're going through. So I can never judge you for choosing not to forgive. But the question I ask everyone I've come across who is struggling with unforgiveness. Now I'm going to ask you this question. Would you rather choose to live a joyful life, to live a happy life, or choose a life of misery, of hatred, bitterness, and you keep hurting yourself? That was the question I asked myself. And that's the question I want you to ask yourself now. Now I want you to follow me through this process. This is where it all started for me. I asked myself that question. I keep being bitter. I remember this experience and I'm bitter and I'm sad and it's making me more angry. It takes me back to that pit of hatred. And I told myself I need to get out of this because it keeps hurting me. I'm trying not to get emotional. This was my experience. I cannot forget the experience, but I can forget the pain by choosing to forgive. And this was where it started for me. Now I told it starts with a choice, and I made the choice. I said, I have to forgive, but how? And it started with that question I asked you, listening to me now, watching this video. Wouldn't you rather forgive for you? Wouldn't I rather forgive for me? Forgiveness is not for that person that hurt you. It's for you. It's for you watching this video. So now, and I'm going to charge every one of us. Wouldn't you rather forgive for you? Wouldn't you rather live a life of joy and happiness? That's a question you should ask yourself. So how did I forgive? It started with that choice, first of all, to let go and to remember that forgiveness is for me. And unforgiveness is like trying to poison somebody. You want that person to die. You want that person to feel the same pain that the person caused you. You want that person to go through that, even worse. You want it. Yes, sometimes we feel that way. Some of us that is watching this video right now feel that way. But you see, you keep remembering the pain, and you keep being angry, and you keep going back to that pain. So wouldn't you rather set yourself free? Wouldn't you rather be free? Wouldn't you rather choose a life of happiness and joy and just be free like that eagle and fly like a bird? And this was the process for me. I remember when I wanted to forgive, I told my loved ones I want to go to, and this was months after this happened, like 2 to 3 months after it happened. It was a process. It's always a process to forgive. And months later, I remember going to the beach, and this was where I loved to connect with God and Mother Nature. And my loved ones didn't understand how a blind guy like me told me, you're blind, and you say you want to go to the beach. None of them understood. And being a Christian, and I am a Christian, I remember when I stepped into that water and I put my legs in the sand. You know, the beach sand, and how it, covers your leg with the sand, and the water keeps hitting you. I could smell the ocean, and I could smell the beautiful ocean. I could sense the beautiful sun and the sunset. And I asked God, I said, God, I want to set this young man free. I want to set myself free, but I don't know how. And I asked God to help me. And you see, guys, that was one of the most beautiful emotional experience I have ever gone through in my life. I had tears roll down my face and a big smile. And I kept on saying, I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you. And every single day, I kept on saying that in my mind. I forgive you. Not just because of you, but because of me. I forgive you. It took me weeks, several weeks, to finally let go. So it starts with you choosing to set that person free. It starts with you choosing to set yourself, first of all, for your sanity, for your freedom, to set that person free. It's not easy what happened to me. Now I'm a blind father. I've never seen my son. I don't know how my son looks like. This is the pain that this young man caused me. It caused me to cry several nights. I cried several nights. I rolled on the floor like a baby, weeping and wailing, crying out because of this pain that this young man have caused me. I didn't even have the opportunity to see my loved ones. The last person I saw was this young man that did this to me. But you see, if you ask me now, if you ask me what I feel towards this young man, I feel nothing. In fact, if I had the opportunity to meet this young man that did this to me, I will tell him I forgive you, and I'll give him a hug. And I'll tell him not to do what he's doing anymore. Every September 12th, I pray for him. Yes, I go through this emotional journey, but I always pray for him. The father of India, Gandhi, such an amazing man. I'm a lover of philosophy. Gandhi, he said something that is quite profound and so human. Gandhi said, the best type of revenge is love. Respond with love. React with love. In that way, we make the world a better place. Teach that person how to love. If somebody is hurting you at your workplace, respond with love. Make them look stupid. Yes, let them look stupid for always being the one who chooses to be less human. By hurting you, by being less human, by choosing not to love. Oh, look no further. The story of what's his name again? This man from South Africa. I'm trying to recall his name right now. This man who was imprisoned, Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela. This man is an epitome of forgiveness, and we all know the story. So wouldn't you rather set yourself free? Wouldn't you rather let go? Nelson Mandela was face to face with a man in a restaurant. The same man that peed on him, messed him up, did a lot of crappy stuff to him, and this man was shaking. He was so surprised to see Nelson Mandela. At this time, Nelson Mandela was a president. And he said to his bodyguards, and he said, tell that man to come and sit on the table with us and let him dine with us. And he made that man have the best meal. And imagine, I can't imagine how that man felt. He expected Nelson Mandela to lock him up. Say, lock that man up. He made me go through hell. But Nelson Mandela made him have dinner with him, and they had a wonderful chat. And I'm sure this man was looking with amazement. Every single act of kindness makes the world a better place. Wouldn't you rather be the better human in this world? Choose freedom for yourself. Choose to forgive. Choose love for you first. And set yourself free. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. For those of you who watch this video to the end, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn on the bell. I have amazing contents coming your way. Remember, forgive for you. Forgive for you. If I can forgive the young man that made me blind, who is it that I cannot forgive? Do it for you. Please do it for you. Make sure you go through that journey. Choose, first of all, to forgive. Subscribe and like this video. Please like this video. Please like this video. It helps us, build this channel. And I plan to reach out to persons with disabilities. Isn't it amazing? I wrote my first book as a blind person. And I'm reaching out to persons with disabilities through my NGO. I wouldn't have done that if I didn't become blind. My fellow persons with disabilities. So guys, you liking this video, you subscribing, sharing this video to your friends is going to help us support persons with disabilities. Revenue from this YouTube channel is going to help persons with disabilities. So please, guys, support us by liking this video. And with that said, I'll see you guys in the next video.